At today's lecture, we're going to be looking at loops. Right now, I'm at Eclipse IDE as usual, and I'm going to be creating a new Java project. I'm going to name it Loops. I'm going to click Finish. Then I'm going to right-click on Loops folder and create a new class. And I'm going to name this class My App. So here's our app. I'm going to be creating a main method. I'm going to write main control space and click enter. So you can see that indentation in here is all wrong. So I'm gonna select it all. Here I'm gonna tell you another handy Eclipse shortcut. To make a right indentation, select the text and click Ctrl-Shift-F. So as you can see, now it's all good. So in the first tutorial, you've seen the Boolean primitive type. I'm gonna name it myLoop. And you already know that it can hold true and false value. And I can output this by writing sysout, control space, myLoop, click run, and here you see the output true. So right here I could also write numbers with a comparison sign. For example, is less than 38, and this will again output true. As you can see, the comparison sign has a small end and a big end. The number in the side of the small end must be lower than the number in the side of the big end, otherwise the Boolean variable will output false. As for example, we're gonna write the 38 on the other side and 28 on this side, and you can see the output is false. We can also use an integer variable in here. So I'm gonna compare our new variable with 28. I'm gonna write here number, and this will also output true, because as you can see, number 23 is less than 28. So we can use a Boolean type to create and control a loop. So right here I'm gonna write while, and within parentheses I need a condition, and the loop will run while the condition will return true. So here I'm gonna say number is less than 34. Then I'm gonna open the curly braces, and I can put some more code within these curly braces. So I'm gonna type sysout, control space, and I'm gonna put some rundown text in here. And as you can see here, the variable number 23 is lower than 34, and the loop will return true. We don't need this Boolean variable anymore, so I'm gonna delete it. But for how long this condition will remain true? Of course, 23 will always be lower than 34. So if we run this, we're gonna end up with an infinite loop. So the loop will never terminate. So what we could do instead is add some more text to tell the loop when to stop. So I can write here number equals number plus 2. So what happened here is that we have updated our number variable. So instead of our variable staying 23 forever and 23 will always be smaller than 34, instead, for every iteration, it will be increased for 2. So our variable will start from 23, it will output OK, then it will increase for 2, and the sum will be stored to our integer variable. So the number will start from 23, then it will be 25, then 27, and so on. And when the number will become 34, the loop will output false and will terminate, because the number will no longer be less than 34. So if we run this, we'll only have 6 OKs. And to make this more clear on how the iteration goes, we're gonna output the number, and we're gonna concatenate it with our string. I'm gonna add a blank string in here. And now we can see that our number starts with 23, it updates to 25 due to this line, and it will store back our number here, and it will move on to 27 And as you can see, it will only go up to 33. And in this iteration, it will go up to 35. As long as it is 35, it is no longer less than 34, and this is how the loop terminates. So the structure of a while loop is the while keyword goes right here, the condition goes within the parentheses, and you have these two curly braces, and within them you will write the code that you want to execute repeatedly. And of course you need a line right here that updates the condition, and hopefully it will come to a point and will terminate the loop. So the best way to learn loops is to practice them, try them out, write simple loops, put a starting point, and update the variable to stop them, and gradually everything will sink in your head. So that's it for this lecture, and I'm gonna see you in the next lecture with more exciting Java stuff. See you there.